Europeans want to inflict a defeat on us to it. It is reaffirmed every day. So clearly American energy will be significantly more expensive than the Russian one, and it is clear that this approach will lead to further deindustrialization of Europe, and the investment will now flow from Europe to the United States. So they will be shifted to the United States, and it will be a strong blow on the energy prices, and for the European industries, European agriculture, it will be heavy blow. President Trump had a meeting with the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, and then she proudly said that they have reached an agreement in accordance with which European commodities will be exported to the US under 15% of tariffs, and the United States will export their commodities, their goods, to Europe with zero tariffs. In addition to that, $750 billion Europe will spend on supplying on receiving American energy, first of all liquefied natural gas and nuclear power, and they will refuse to buy any Russian energy whatsoever, and $600 billion more, as Trump declared, they will receive investments from Europe. So clearly American energy will be significantly more expensive than the Russian one, and it is clear that this approach will lead to further deindustrialization of Europe, and the investment will now flow from Europe to the United States. So they will be shifted to the United States, and it will be a strong blow on the energy prices, and for President Trump is very pragmatic. He doesn't want any wars, and unlike his predecessor, unlike President Biden, and unlike the current European elites likes of our der Leyen, Starmer's, Macron's, he's open for dialogue always. Even during the Cold War years the dialogue was maintained, and it allowed the conflicting camps to better understand each other, to stop the war from happening. And Europe has lost this instinct because shifted its focus on the next neighboring region, the Gaza Strip, the Palestinian territories. There was an aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran. In Europe, we all know about the Ukrainian issue, which is of course a manifestation of the West's policy to inflict a strategic defeat against Russia. As they put it, they do not conceal it. They publicly state that they've been preparing for this for some time, for quite a while. And they are not ashamed of saying that the Minsk Accords that were designed to put an end to all the issues, to all the problems, and President Putin and his interlocutors, Chancellor Merkel, President Hollande, President Poroshenko, he spent 17 hours without any pauses, without any rest, to draft these agreements. And now then they were saying that we didn't want to implement it. We needed to gain time for Ukraine, to prepare Ukraine for the future war against Russia, to flood it with weapons. And now these people are demanding from us to stop hostilities immediately, to leave everything as it is, to give some respite to Kyiv, and to continue flooding them with weapons. And the fact that Europeans want to inflict a defeat on us to it is reaffirmed every day. The new Chancellor of Germany, Merz, he said, I don't know if he understands what he's saying. He said that we must make Germany the biggest military power in Europe. It was the biggest major military power before World War I that they started, and before World War II that they also started. And now he wants to turn Germany again into the biggest military power in Europe. And his defense minister Pistorius said that if it comes to this, then the Germans will kill Russian soldiers without any doubt. Open for the dialogue. President Putin has said that on many occasions. We are open for dialogue with any country, including European countries. President Macron gave a phone call to our president. Our president responded. I don't want to reveal any secrets of what they spoke about, but it did not yield a lot of positive outcomes, because later President Macron made public statements that we need to pressure Russia into agreeing to unconditional ceasefire immediately. He's been saying that for a lot of time, because he was asked, will we stop supplying weapons to Ukraine if this happens? He said no ceasefire, it must be unconditional. No,